Thanks for taking the time out of your day to stop by. It's much appreciated. So, we got some pretty exciting news today. And while I know I haven't uploaded my Rise of the Beasts trailer video yet, I promise that is coming. But real quick, I just wanted to put my 2 coins in on today's leaks. We finally have a real look at both Nightbird and Wheeljack from Rise of the Beasts. In toy form, at least. Okay, so starting with Nightbird, first we're just going to take a look at her vehicle mode. They're definitely capturing the look of the car that we've seen for the most part in behind the scenes and stuff. The only thing I can say that's less accurate is probably the brown color they decided to use. I feel like the color on the actual car is more of a rose gold than a beige gold that this toy is showing. Moving on to her robot mode, from what I'm seeing, I could definitely see a really damn cool robo design in this, especially if the CG model replaces that beige color with a more metallic color. I'm sure the car chest will also look a lot better on the CG model. They always tend to look worse in toy form for some reason. Her weapons also look pretty cool. I wouldn't be surprised if that purple stuff inside of her swords actually lights up in the movie and creates like a really cool light effect, light blur effect or whatever. And when it comes to her head design, once again, it's just a toy, so we don't know how it's fully gonna look on screen, but from just this alone, I'm really liking it. Although it's definitely been reworked from, the G1 design or the classic design that we're usually used to, I think this head design still captures that stealthy assassin look she's so iconic for having. On top of that, it just really looks unique on its own. And oh my god, I love those yellow eyes. So yeah, overall, this reveal definitely has me hyped for the real thing. And last but not least, we also got to look at Wheeljack. Just starting with his vehicle mode, which looks pretty accurate to the van that we've been seeing in behind the scenes photos, and we actually got to see in the trailer as well. He's even got the TV Pablo name on the side of the car, and his actual vehicle says, I'm not fluent in Spanish, but from what I can tell, it says Reparación de TV Pablo, Ventas y Servicios, which I'm pretty sure just means that he's like a cable guy slash mechanic or something, and he does like repairs but also sells like cable TV and stuff, like a repair truck or whatever. So while the character isn't known for being a cable salesman, he's definitely still staying around the same family of being a mechanic slash toolhead. Speaking of heads, here's a look at his head with the rest of the robot mode. I know, but I'm of the mind that the most amazing thing about Transformers, or one of the most amazing things about Transformers, is its ability to constantly be changing. And no, not every change is for the better, but in this case, I'm honestly really digging this one. When I first saw the design, I'm not gonna lie, I was shook and surprised. And while everyone is valid for however they feel about this new design, I'm not saying you've got to like this. And even if you absolutely hate it, that's okay. But that doesn't mean all of us will. And I, for one, do not hate this design. Like I said, my first feelings were shock and surprise, but then I also felt pretty relieved. This doesn't remind me of the Dark of the Moon design, so I'm happy we're not just treading old water with him. And I think the massive glasses slash goggles are a perfect way to parallel the side antenna we're usually used to seeing him with. Based on that side profile of his head, I wouldn't be surprised if these glasses just separate in the middle and fold to the side of his helmet to basically replicate a similar look to those side antenna. Either way, I think this overly geeky, eccentric scientist look is a perfect way to go, because it still feels like Wheeljack to me. The same way Transformers Prime Starscream still feels like Starscream, even though he looks vastly different from G1 Starscream. It even looks like he's got suspenders, or maybe going for an overalls look. And the proportions are also just so satisfying to me. He's got some car parts folding over his shoulders, which will probably look way more satisfying in the actual CG render. And while I'll definitely miss his blinking side antenna, I'm open to this. I'm opening up.
And look at those smackers.
Now I just hope we get some good characterization with him, and this could actually be a new iconic Wheeljack. This is still just hyping me up even more. All the new stuff we're seeing is still showing me that there's still respect for what's come before, and I'm starting to believe more and more that this could turn out to be a really good fresh Transformers movie. Anyways, thanks for watching as always, guys. I really appreciate it. Whatever you're up to, hope it's going well. See you later. Bye. And thanks for stopping by. Bye-bye.